Hey, Empire. It's been a little minute, but we've had another week of football, so you know it's another week of us going under 500. Yeah, Empire. Your boy bad at picks right now. I don't know what's happening in the universe. Last week we went 8-8. This week we went 7-9. Like, can we get some kind of new? Can we get over 500? Right now for the season, we are 28-36. 28-36. Like, this is crazy. The games I got right: Atlanta over New Orleans, Minnesota over Green Bay, Cincinnati over Carolina, Houston over Jacksonville, Washington over Arizona, Kansas City over Chargers, and Baltimore over the Bills. It was so many upsets this week, at least in my heart. At least in my heart. Philly. I'm gonna do a separate video about Philly. Philly get their own video. That's my team. I'm a little bit more in depth with them. They gonna get their own video. But losing to the Buccaneers in the fashion that they did, it helped my fantasy team. I got Baker and Mike Evans. I mean, it didn't help it. We still lost. My fantasy team put up 128, 100 something points, and still lost because somebody had Derrick Henry on their squad. Derrick Henry put up 40. They kicker was Cool from a Falcons, put up 20. 60 between two people, and a kicker put up 20. So my fantasy team lost this week, but my other fantasy team won. So, but y'all didn't come here for that. I could give you fantasy updates, but y'all didn't come here for that. Y'all came here for a quick little review from Unknown about week 4 NFL. This is a rundown. I know you already know, but this is mine. My little rundown. As we already know from, if you watch my predictions, Dallas beat the Giants. That happens. Atlanta beats New Orleans in a close game. It started off pretty tight. Like I said, Cool, the kicker, put up tremendous field goal, and it was just some people think that it's the Saints coming back down to earth. I just like Atlanta for some reason. I like their two safeties. Watching Atlanta over the past weeks, I done put some parlays on them. They safeties, Simmons and Bates. Then next we had Chicago beating the Los Angeles Rams. I picked this one with my heart over my head. No, matter of fact, it was a toss-up. I like Matthew Stafford. He can win on his own. Caleb Williams hadn't necessarily been performing the best way, but they got Keenan Allen involved a little bit more in this game. The Chicago defense is very good, playing well. If they can just finish off some drives, get touchdowns, Caleb Williams can make the right decision just one or two extra times during the game, the Bears are going to be fine. Minnesota beating Green Bay. Jordan Love game back. Now, it started off very, I think it was 28-0 at one point. 28-0 at one point. Then Jordan Love stormed back. Packers stormed back, but they didn't take over. Minnesota won. Pittsburgh losing to the Colts was a surprise to me. Even after Anthony Richardson went down, I say even after, because I had them losing regardless. Yeah, even after he went down, I was like, okay, because when he went down, the Colts was up. They were handling the Steelers. Justin Fields started to come back. He showed a little bit of effort, everything along. No, like he showed that he can come from behind and win. He a coach to believe in him. He making the right decisions. He's not turning the ball over. Justin Fields is gonna be all right. But Joe Flacco comes in. Excuse me. Joe Flacco comes in for a injured Anthony Richardson, and Will Deals throws a touchdown to Downs, and the Colts stock is up right now. If they start winning, then you kind of start looking at Anthony. Like, I don't know. But next we had Denver beating the Jets. Again, that was something that just wasn't on my bingo card. They beat them 10-7. So neither offenses was doing anything. Neither offenses was doing anything. But Bo Nix did enough. I think he threw for under 100 yards, and he still beat the Broncos as a team. Got their first win, beat the Jets. Surprise to me. Another fucking surprise. Bucks over Philadelphia. Now, no. Let me not say that. It's not a surprise because the Buccaneers, if you follow the track of the NFL, the Buccaneers always gives the Philadelphia Eagles problems. Ty Bowles always gives the Philadelphia Eagles problems. Ty Bowles has been giving Jalen Hurts problems since Jalen Hurts became the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm not surprised at the loss. I'm surprised in which the fashion and how abysmal the offense looked. People want to... Don't blame the defense. Please don't blame the defense. You can blame Gardner Johnson this game for all that talking he was doing, and he went up there and got fucking touchdowns rained on his fucking head. But I appreciate you. I'm glad you back. Keep doing your shit. Man, I was hyped when you stopped Kamara in that hole on 4th down. Like, oh God. But that was last week. We gotta talk about this week. Bucks. Cincinnati got the surprise. Well, not the surprise. Got they first win against Carolina. Carolina is still Carolina. They're going to be more efficient on offense because of the quarterback change, but I don't see them turning heads. You can actually pick their wide receivers now. Like you can pick their wide receivers in your fantasy because Andy Dalton is going to get it to them. Some Jamar Chase, Joe Shiesty, they're gonna get you right. They gonna click. Now I don't think they're a playoff team. I don't think they make the playoffs. But that's just me personally. I don't think they make the playoffs based off of where we're sitting there right now, how we're looking, the teams in the AFC. Now I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. But we will see. It's only week 4. It'll be week 5. So a lot can happen in between now and then. Houston over Jacksonville. That was a game-winning drive from C.J. Stroud to get the win. What are we going to do about Trevor Lawrence? Are we going to start calling him a bust? Are we going to start throwing him under the bus like we do all these other quarterbacks that has gone #1 overall and not performed the way that he performed? I mean, we want to live on that one time he came back against the Chargers, but I think that's more against the more against the Chargers than it was for the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. That's just me. That's just a conversation we could talk about. That's just a conversation. Washington over Arizona. I don't want to say it, but Washington look. Jaden Daniels look like the real. I don't wanna say it. Y'all know it's Fly Eagles Fly. I'm objective here. So Washington might do some damage. This might be their division this year for the taking. They beat the Arizona Cardinals to go 3-1. I think Arizona drops to 1-3. Then we got San Francisco beating the Patriots. I was just wrong with this pick. I should have went with the 49ers like I was originally, but I went with my heart over my head. It was just something about the Patriots that wanted me to believe in them, that wanted me to see them succeed. They don't want to succeed themselves, so I'm off that bandwagon. From now on, my picks are going to be more based on, the better team in that when it comes to the Patriots aspect. We had the Cleveland Browns losing to the Raiders, and now Devontae Adams want to trade. How you get the win and you want to trade? I understand you don't see this team winning, long term. You want that ring. What teams do you think Devontae Adams should go to? I might make a little video about that too, if he don't get traded by the time I get off work. One of these days. That could be a nice little video. But Cleveland it's very ironic. Cleveland got rid of Baker. Baker is thriving. They wanted a real quarterback. Maybe the organization needs a real owner. Maybe the organization needs a real coach. Maybe the organization had a real quarterback that they just didn't believe in enough, and they thought that Deshaun Watson was going to come in and fix all their issues, but you paid Deshaun Watson. He really just chilling right now. But we get Nick Chubb back this week. Nick Chubb. So we gonna see what's gonna happen to the offense. They're 2-2. So that division is wide open, so anything can happen. But they lost, and the Raiders is just gonna, they can make the playoffs, but we don't see them making like a deep run into the Super Bowl championship game. That's just not their MO right now. We got Kansas City over the Chargers. They lost Rashee Rice, so Patrick Mahomes is gonna have to be Magic Man. He's gonna have to be Magic Man again, making something out of nothing. They gonna start saying that about Patrick Mahomes. What they were saying about Tom Brady, how Tom Brady could be like, I want you. Have you played football before? No? I want you. Come on. And they go win the Super Bowl. They finna say that about Patrick Mahomes. Because Travis Kelce got his head in the clouds right now. He not out there. Patrick Mahomes don't got his top weapons, his number one receiver, his number one running back, his number two receiver, Hollywood Brown, and then his number one target in Travis Kelce. Podcast, Taylor Swift, 2 Super Bowls in a row. He chilling. Nah, I'm not saying he chilling, because I know defenses are like triple coverage in him, making sure that he does not get the ball. So I'm not saying that to, Right. Hey, what's understood ain't got to be explained. But sometimes you got to explain it, because people go, oh, you saying that he's complacent, this, that? No, I also know two things can operate as truth. He could be, enjoying the off the field life, and, probably not as proactive. I'm not saying he's not training less, this, that, and the third. I don't get deep into people's personal lives. I don't know what's happening. But they are triple coverage in my guy, making sure he do not get the ball, making sure that the Chiefs beat you with somebody else. So that is always a thing right there. Next, we had Baltimore beating Buffalo. As I said in my predictions, Baltimore got their offense together. It's week 4. Give the ball to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry bust out. I told you he scored 40 points in fantasy. His first run was an 87-yard run for a touchdown. You saw that man galloping down the sideline. Hand the ball to Derrick Henry. Let Lamar Jackson cook, because you're going to have to flood the box. You are going to have to flood the box. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, you are going to have to bring up the people. That's when Zay Flowers, Likely, Andrews, Bateman, they go over your head and they hit you with something. So Baltimore's going to be a scary sight. Josh Allen didn't perform the best that he possibly can. He was operating from behind. Buffalo should be one of the teams. My homie Ethan said it. Buffalo should be one of the teams that go after Devontae Adams. They got some extra picks. Think about it. Then we had Tennessee beat Miami. I thought any quarterback could step in. I was wrong. I was wrong. Skylar Thompson, Tyler Huntley. If your name not Tua in that offense, Tyreek Hill got me. I'm gonna have to bench Tyreek Hill on fantasy because Miami don't have a quarterback. Foolishness. Angry. But Tennessee get a win. Will Levis did go down for a little bit. I don't know if he came back in or not. I honestly turned the game off because that was abysmal to watch. And then there was another Monday night game where I also got wrong because I chose Seattle. The Lions, I was wrong about them. I thought they was going to be fraudulent. They are picking up where they left off. They have a two-headed monster at running back. They have 4 or 5 receivers that you could just throw it up. And Jared Goff also was out there receiving, wheeling and dealing, going 18 for 18. He was a perfect man. Jared, that offense is beautiful. Defense leaves much to be desired. Offense is one of those ones right now. You can't help but be in awe in what you're seeing with the Detroit Lions. But I went 0 for 2 on Monday night. I went 7 for 9 over my picks, and I'm 28 for 36 on the season. It's only week 4. It's only week 4. So we have some coming back to do, Empire. We have some coming back to do. I'm not saying that we're going to stay this down. I'm just down right now. We're going to be up. We're going to be up sooner or later. But please let me know how y'all predictions are going for the season. It can't be worse than mine. It can't be worse than me going 28 for 36 in the first 4 weeks. It can't be. Now, it might be, but I'm hoping that it's better. Like, share, subscribe. Be looking out for the predictions video. Check out any other videos at the Empire. We are diverse, and I'm glad to be back. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me. I appreciate y'all. Philadelphia is 2-2. I'm going to throw a little separate video out there for that. We're at the, 25% mark. And then it's our bye week. So we gotta do something for that. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed one.